Hi, all. I wanted to come live and invite you to be joining me on something that I'm doing now that we've started 2022. And I know there's a whole lot of talk about what's going to be different in 2022. What are your goals? What word do you have for yourself? And all that good stuff. And for me, it was the start of hosting my own Twitter chat. So, for those of you who like Twitter or have an account there that you're either active on or never use, now is a good time to join me over there and come talk with us about this concept of social trust. My Twitter chat is called hashtag social trust, which you'll see here also with my name here on screen, because it is about how we show up online in a way that generates trust building conversations and leads to relationships. Relationships being the intent for our content and why we engage online. And ultimately, when done properly and with some strategy, those relationships will open doors for us that lead to more sales, more referrals, and more collaborations. Now, I've always kind of done my business this way by engaging with others, connecting, really having a genuine interest in what's happening on their end, more so than wanting to let them know what's happening on mine. And what came about from doing that all these years is that's how I was asked to be featured in people's programs and their Twitter chats and asked to come do interviews and speak and all good things like that. And I realized from talking with the clients that I have that this doesn't come as naturally for everyone. I mean, some of us are just kind of wired that way. That's how we show up. But I realized and kind of forced myself to slow down and pay attention to what was the process that I was going through that I was using online so that I could help teach it to other people. And thanks to those of you tuning in and giving access to StreamYard so I can see your name. Good to see you, Mark. Happy New Year to you too. And social trust is about joining the conversations that are already happening online and adding something meaningful to what's happening there. And what I mean by that, and the way that I really got started with it most recently, was when the scheduled content was kind of running out and it was time to, get back to it and create new content, do more of the branded images, schedule things in planners and all that good stuff, in addition to what I did in real time, because I've always done that. But when the scheduled stuff was starting to run out and I was not really thrilled about getting back to creating more at that moment, I just opened Twitter and thought, well, what am I supposed to do at this point? I want to still be present. I want to still be involved, and yet I don't have posts ready to go. So I just started engaging with what was already there. Now, I've always done this, but I don't always, or I didn't before anyway, always do it first. It was a part of my process, but it wasn't what I led with. So this was a little new, just opening it up and just see what's happening there. And we create our own feeds. So whatever we see on any social media platform that we're on, it's because that's what we have shown an interest in or engaged with. I mean, so if we don't like what we're seeing, then we need to get more intentional about what we consume and what we respond to, because all of the platforms are built to kind of show us more of those things. So that's kind of one step is, if you don't like what you see, get in there and start, paying more attention, spending more time engaging with the stuff you like, and then you will see more of that similar type content or accounts and so forth. So I like my feed. I've just, because I do engage, I've already kind of told the algorithm what I want to see more of. So what I do now, and I'm helping clients to do for themselves to build more social trust, is open up social media platforms with that intention of what is out there that is of interest to you, that you can contribute to, that may not even be about business per se or how you show up in the world as a brand, if you are your own brand, but just what's happening to the people that you're connected with. What are they interested in talking about? What are they looking for? What's happening in their lives? How can you step into that and contribute to it? What happens to us naturally is when we see a tweet, often we're going to have a response to it. Whether it makes us think of something, we laugh, we feel inspired, whatever, something happens. But many don't then do something with that, right? They just keep scrolling, or they move along, or they shut the app. And what I am inviting all of you to do is make that response, share that piece of content if it's something that you think others would be interested in, and also put your own 2 cents in there. Why are you sharing it? What can you say to the creator? "Oh, sorry for what you're going through," or "So happy to hear that," or "That's something that I do as well." This is how you build social trust and begin conversations and continue conversations with both brand new connections and people that were already, been connected with over time. So, I'm hosting a weekly Twitter chat on Twitter, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Mondays, every Monday, where we will be talking about and having conversations through tweeting, including some guest experts coming in on a regular basis to get those conversations going, to practice that muscle of building social trust and creating more connections and a community around this topic, because it can help you to achieve what it is you're looking for online, whether that's sales, referrals, connections, collaboration opportunities. It's all right at your fingertips when you approach social media, approach your email marketing, approach your blogging with this same intention to connect and build trust. So please join me on Twitter Mondays, 3 p.m. Eastern, for a very short, I'm keeping it at about 30 minutes, Twitter chat. And then we're following it up for those of you who can join us on mobile. There's Twitter Spaces. So actually, I think you can access it from desktops as well and laptops, but I don't believe you can join into the audio conversation as a speaker. So if you want to be speaking, and I do invite participants to come in and join the conversation and literally take the mic and let us know what you're thinking. So I'd love to have you join me there. That Twitter Spaces immediately will follow every week's social trust chat starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I just wanted to make sure that you had a personal invitation from me to join me there. Let me know what you're thinking if you haven't commented yet and you come across this video. What does it mean to you? What does social trust mean to you? How does trust factor into your buying decisions? How does it factor into your business or your brand if you're a business owner? What do you do with intention to build trust with your potential customers, potential referral sources, and collaborative opportunities? I'd love to know. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you think this is of interest to other people that you're connected with, please tag them and invite them to take a look at it or share it to your own space wherever you're tuning in. Thanks so much, and hope to see you with me on Mondays.